the road this afternoon against Peyton Manning and the Denver Broncos. 10-1 in his career against the Ravens. Didn't look that good in the preseason. Now, last time he faced him, opening night 2013, what did he do, guys? 7 touchdowns that night.
Mm-hmm. But that's Demaryius Thomas, right?
Yeah, that was. Okay. And there's Wes Welker, too. Remember him when he used to play?
That's the piece of the puzzle.
All right, first quarter, we're scoreless. Manning to Emmanuel Sanders, and that's...
Yeah. Almost.
They had to settle for a Brian McManus 57-yard field goal and a 3-zip lead. Second quarter, Broncos ball, same score. Manning.
Wow.
Boy, he was pressured all day, Mooch, wasn't he?
Yeah, he really was. And this was a story you thought it maybe was going to be about quarterbacks. It was about defense.
Yeah, he was sacked 3 times in the first half. And how about this? Manning called for the false start, the old Omaha up.
Oh, yeah.
I guess it was on him.
Hey, you called Peyton. What do you mean he's been doing that for 18 years?
Next Broncos drive, Manning looking for Sanders again, but just out of the reach. They had to settle for another field goal and a 9-3 lead at the break.
For some reason, this tandem really worked last year. They're off sync for some strange reason right now.
Third quarter, Manning again on 3rd and 10, looking for tipped, and Jimmy Smith with the pirouette and the pick 6.
He didn't hold it up. How come?
That ball was very weakly thrown.
So the Ravens,
and I'm being nice,
the 10-9 lead, and once again Manning, because of the pressure.
Saw this coming.
That was a great coverage, man.
Yeah. Nice break.
Great coverage.
Well done.
So here comes Denver yet again. I'm not so sure Baltimore actually played offense, as we have not seen them yet in this highlight. Manning almost picked again by Darrell. That would have been another pick 6 probably. Broncos are forced to punt on the drive.
It's almost like they're taking away his first read, and that's causing him confusion.
Meantime, Joe Flacco had a terrible day looking for Steve Smith on
21
3rd down.
reasons.
Who is that, Prime?
21 reasons. Key to lead. Dallas on, baby.
That would be 7 career pick 6s for Talib.
You have that many?
Oh, come on, man.
We're talking to the GOAT right now.
So here it is again. Anybody have any idea what Joe Flacco was doing?
Well, he was throwing it to cheat to lead.
Get out the way.
Trying to get out the way.
So the Broncos with a 16-13 lead. On to the 4th. Manning. Demaryius Thomas. Short of the chains, but does pick up 16. The bad news, T-Sizzle rushing against Ty Sombrello, the rookie, and Suggs parted off.
I'm praying it's not Achilles. That's what it looks like when they reach from down there.
So back to the drive on 3rd and 5. Manning, no, but you see the flag come in on Ladarius Webb.
That's great, coach. It's a good call. It's a good call.
So Denver settles for another field goal and a 6-point lead, but the Ravens have life. On 4th and 9, Flacco to Crockett Gilmore for a gain of 14, and we're moving the chains again.
Crockett Gilmore.
Now on 3rd and 2, we're going to pitch it. Justin Forsett, who had a terrible fantasy day, so says an angry fantasy owner on the set. And he gets knocked out, but he picks up 21 and a first down. In the meantime, another injury for the Broncos. Flacco, it's tipped away, but David Burton Jr. flagged for a little PI. So Baltimore still with life, under 45 ticks left. Flacco looking to the end zone, and Steve Smith Sr. having a senior moment.
Chance to win this thing.
The ball was tipped.
Tipped a little bit. All right, 3rd down. Let's go get it.
So unable to snag that, but Baltimore still with life on 3rd and 10. But look at this. Burton Jr. with the defense in the air, and Darian Stewart, the former Raven, with the INT to finish it off.
Good things happen when you get to the ball.
Look at this concentration. Find the ball. Beautiful.
The Broncos in a game.
What a scene here. Eric Berry taking the field. Declared cancer-free just a couple of months ago. The last chief to be introduced. The city of Fountains getting set for this AFC West matchup between the Denver Broncos and the Kansas City Chiefs on a sticky night. And their first snap goes to Charles. Sidesteps a hit, and 2nd and 4. And back to Charles up the middle for the first down. Marcus Ware is mic'd up tonight. Here he comes after Smith. The pass complete. It's James O'Shaughnessy, the rookie out of Illinois State, with a flag out.
Personal foul, roughing the passer, number 94, defense.
Things they have not seen on film so far.
Well, and Kelsey split wide to the left, and Smith looked that way, then goes right. And he's got the hook up. 20 by the nose of the football. First down carry goes to Charles. He's to the 10, and Ware rides him down near the 8. They like a bubble screen play with Kelsey, but they're going to go to the other side. And the start of last season, because you got to go back to the 13th season when Dwayne Bowe caught the last touchdown by a Chiefs wide receiver. There have been 590. This Broncos defense that did not allow a touchdown last Sunday. 3rd and goal from the 5. They swing it over to Charles. Charles with a couple of defenders there. The ball is out, and it's recovered by Darian Stewart, who saved the game last Sunday with an interception in the final half minute. Knocked loose by David Bruton. Nothing materialized in the end. They cough it up, and here come the Broncos with a sack turned in by the Chiefs defense. DeVito. Smith, middle of the field. He's got Kelsey.
No matter who gets out there and matches up with him.
Had 6 catches for over 100 yards and 2 touchdowns. So Smith is in trouble, and he gets dropped back at the 35, and there's Ware again. 2nd and 19. From the pocket, in trouble again, and a flag is out. From the 11. Play action. Coming after Manning. He got hit when he threw it. And making a play on it was Peters.
A lot of mental mistakes last week. That first one there was physical.
3rd and 7, and they're coming after him. The blitz, the throw, the completion to his 3rd down favorite.
Job of picking him up so far.
3rd and 4. Houston has another sack for the 8th consecutive game. Justin Houston gets in the sack column. Britton Colquitt is to be returned. Thomas. And another flag out on special teams, and the ball came out at the end.
Down, it's a fumble. We have a clear recovery by Denver, number 51.
Recovered by the Broncos. And trying to take advantage.
Hard to make good decisions and make those throws because you don't have deep down belief.
3rd and 1, and the Chiefs, it's Houston again clogging the middle. They go end around with Sanders. Chiefs are there, and it looks like Parker stopped him short. They are loaded. Loss of 1. It's 3rd and 7. And that's going to bring out the flag on Miller.
False start, number 79, offense. Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 58, defense. By rule, the 5-yard penalty is disregarded, and the 15-yard penalty will be enforced.
Non-existent so far for this Kansas City Oilers.
2nd and 8. To reach out for complete that handoff to Charles. And there's a player falling on his back.
Personal foul, unnecessary roughness, number 97, defense.
A different Andy Reid when he got reunited with him here, calling the plays in Kansas City.
And Andy's just doing offense now. He said he was creative.
As Charles has a huge lane inside the 20. Walker's in front, and he's in for the touchdown. And you were talking about Jeremy Maclin. He threw a pivotal block that helped get Charles into the end zone. From the gun. And it goes sideways. He's Bridger Green. 3rd and 3. Are they going to bring it again? They do. Pass away. It's intercepted. It's Peters. The rookie's going to take it home for the touchdown. 2nd and 10. Fires it down the middle of the field, and it's caught. 2nd and 7. Stepping up and throwing again from the Kansas City side of the field. Protected and throwing right on target. Coming out of the Chiefs timeout. As Manning's going for the long ball. He's looking down the field, and Peters. On 2nd down. Now they're going to run it. And this could be the biggest run of the night. It's Hillman. Got to get to the 9 for the first. Kansas City sees Sanders make the catch, and Denver at last has found the end zone. Intercepted. It's Aqib Talib. Back-to-back pass plays by the Chiefs.
Aqib Talib read the quick drop.
Thomas on a wing to the right. They're looking to throw to the end zone, and it is caught by Virgil Green. He bobbled it for a moment, but then grabbed hold for the 6.
Quick decision went on. Peyton Manning to fake. You see the running back going outside, covered, and right away in the air makes the decision to throw it to Virgil Green.
The Chiefs, no first downs. 2nd and 9. And that's Macklin. Low snap. Fielded. Charles for 9.
To give your quarterback more time to throw.
2nd and 1. Deep pass. And it's on target. And that's Macklin near the 20. So down the field throws. That's not a common occurrence in Kansas City, Phil. Returns to the lineup with his 3rd down snap. Here's a screen pass. Charles cuts back to the middle. What a tackle by Harris. And that kick is good.
And just getting the job done.
3rd and a short 2. Manning has his man, and he's going to have as well.
Putting him up like that.
2nd and 10. He hands it off. Anderson finally has some room, and he has a first down. Down the sidelines he goes, and almost picked up by Peters, but he was out of bounds. Unbending Broncos defense on 3rd down for 6 quarters this season. Boy, they load up the left side. To Thomas. 5 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. Chiefs by a field goal. Manning's throw, open, Thomas. And out of bounds at the 40. 3rd and 6. Tough pass, incomplete. McManus from downtown. The Chiefs convert a 3rd down. 3rd and 6. Smith in trouble. Smith tangled up. On 1st down, that pass.
Are not working like they did early last year.
Looking for a long ball. He's looking for Demarius. And just out of reach. 3rd and 10. And incomplete. Daniels. 2 catches, 20 yards to this point. 2nd and 4. Thomas has the first down. They need to find a go-to guy here. Maybe it's Kelsey. He's in trouble. He's got nowhere to go in this 4th quarter. Manning down the field and never giving up position there. But now they face a 3rd and long. Pressure. And Manning goes down. It's Houston on his back. Smith gets it to Kelsey. He cuts back on a wiggle. 1st and 10 though. Back up tight end. O'Shaughnessy down to the 17. His 2nd catch puts Josh Bush into the secondary. And it's Macklin looking to throw. Now looking to take off. Macklin speed but unable. Smith. His hand in an awkward way, and it's intercepted by Harris, who breaks the tackle, and another one. Finally brought down by Grubbs. Alex Smith was hit when he threw it.
In a turnover. Malik Jackson.
2nd red zone turnover by Kansas City tonight. Defenders on the line. They back off. Here's the pass, and it's tipped. Incomplete. Goal position. 2nd and 9. And it's Kelsey. He has the catch, and he's got all kinds of running room. Down to the 27. It's Charles. Nice piece of running here. 2nd and 2. And it's Charles again. What a run. He's got the first down as he's shredded. 2nd and goal. It's Niall Davis. Niall Davis to the end zone for the touchdown. His pass on the money for Thomas. 2nd and 10. Manning on the field. What a catch. It's Thomas. Runs it. Was there contact? No flag. Now here comes the flag.
There is no foul for pass interference.
Manning's pass caught by the Broncos. Thomas. Down the field and off the fingertips of Norwood. Manning across the middle. He's there for the touchdown. Emmanuel Sanders. And of course the PAT is no longer automatic, but they'll try it from 33 yards.
Top of your screen. Oh, the little stutter post. That's what it was. Before we saw a little out move and inside, but this time that little stutter made Fleming hesitate, and a perfect throw by Peyton Manning.
A beautiful tight spiral by Manning. And here comes the point after, dead center. What do you think Kansas City will do here with the timeout and starting at the 20?
I just got a feeling they're going to be a little more careful than they were in that drive before the half. What do you think? I mean, that's what they're going to do. I don't know if you take a knee, maybe you get in the shotgun, you run a draw, you hope somebody, Jamal Charles, can break a run and get you some yards. It looks like they're going to throw it.
Yep, out of the gun. 3 wides. They're going to run.
Oh, it's down.
The ball is out. It is picked up by the Broncos. Roby, and he's in the end zone for an unbelievable touchdown. A flag is out at the line of scrimmage. Darian Stewart knocked it out of Charles' hands.
There was no flag on the play. No foul.
Oh my
Ruling
goodness.
on the field is a fumble recovered by Denver. Touchdown.
The man who saved the game last Sunday, Stewart, the former Raven, knocked it loose, and Roby, the #1 pick a year ago for the Broncos, scooped it up and took it to the house. No question, it's out.
Yeah, it's tough.
At least he held onto the helmet. And the Chiefs pull off a miracle. It's Smith. Remember, they have only one timeout left, and he's crossed the 30. Smith, they're all over him. And they may not even have a chance to reset.
Malik Jackson back there.
Wade Phillips, what a difference he's made. His defense winning it the last 2 weeks. This game is over. This crowd cannot believe it. Nor can we. 2 touchdowns in a 9-second span. Look at Owen Daniels.
Denver Broncos improved to 3-0 on Sunday Night Football. Peyton, hugs and kisses with his old coach Jim Caldwell, who's looking to get off the schneid. Matthew Stafford, sore ribs. Bruised ego as well because they were 0-2. Stafford, picked by Bradley Roby.
Boy, that was a good pick, DR.
What are you laughing at?
Yeah, it really was. Thank you, Marshall.
Good pick.
For that assist.
That's what you wanted to know.
This was a defensive first half, let's just put it that way. In a 0-0 game, tipped by Haloti Ngata, picked by a diving Glover Quinn.
That was a good pick, DR.
Haloti Ngata.
Made so many of those plays over the years with the Baltimore Ravens. And now getting it done in Motown, replacing Ndamukong Suh.
You think Sue misses Detroit?
No.
Not every 2 weeks or week. Aqib Talib talking about covering Megatron. It's the hardest job in the NFL world. He was targeted 17 times last week. I guess he ain't lying.
Herb, that's a big catch radius.
Great grab right there, too.
That was a 25-yarder. Then this one's for 11. No catch here, but he draws the PI.
I'll hold him too.
You better call Kurt.
That led to a Joik Bell touchdown. Yes, he did get in before losing the rock. However, the PAT from the former Bronco, Matt Prater, gets knocked away by Aqib Talib.
There's Tabib. Good play right there.
Stop, man. Stop, man.
Special teams,
Yeah,
man. I love
play.
what's happening in Denver now. You see them making all kinds of plays, defensively, special teams, and with Peyton Manning now, they're really giving them help.
Man.
So under a minute to go, what do? 4th and 1, you're in Detroit territory. You throw it up to the 88 Club, Mike.
Man, one of the leaders in the 88 Club right there. And that's what I call big man ball, going up, making plays right there. That's why he's the pure essence of a playmaker. That's if you are not that man, get the jersey off your back. If you are that man, insist on the jersey being on your back so we can clearly define you.
Picking it off the head of Darius Slay on that.
I trust you throws.
Yes.
Second half,
I got you. I know
Peyton
you got
Manning.
me.
Thomas trying to stretch for the first down, and he loses it.
Hey,
now,
refs.
the play was whistled dead.
Refs.
They said that Thomas was down, so the Lions challenged the play.
Listen, the refs know. You let the play keep going, and then it's a turnover. It's going to be reviewed.
Right.
There's no reason to stop these plays.
So as you can see, his elbow was not down, so he's like throwing it backward. So the Lions recover, but they get it where it was recovered, at the 29-yard line. It doesn't count as a touchdown.
Right.
Later on in the drive, little swing it.
Love that kid right
Amir
there, boy.
Abdullah, the rookie.
Now, and with him is why I thought Detroit would be doing something this year. With that guy, and then Golden Tate, Calvin Johnson on the outside.
Yeah, but they don't have anybody to rush the passer right now.
By the way, the Lions failed as they tried for 2. So on to the 4th, Matthew Stafford loses the rock. It's recovered by Malik Jackson. Once again, every turnover is reviewed. Was his arm going forward?
No.
Hey, man, Stafford got to chill with these turnovers.
They say no. So Broncos ball at midfield.
Yeah, somebody got to talk to Stafford about these turnovers.
Here comes Denver. Manning looking for the 88 Club and doesn't quite get it. So that brings up 4th down. So Brandon McManus, one of the stronger legs in the league, from 53 yards out to give him a 5-point lead. It sails a little wide, but you saw the penalty flags.
Little wide.
Darius Slay called for illegal formation.
It's your boy again. On the wrong side.
You can't have 7 guys on one side of the line.
That's good. I never knew that.
So Joe Marciano, the special teams coach, like, what are you doing?
Coach, man.
It's got to be 6 and 5. That's all.
So now McManus is true from 48, and there's your 5-point lead. Lions still within a touchdown.
Are they older or are they younger?
Stafford. This was his best throw of the night to Eric Ebron.
Oh, that's nice. It was his best catch of the night because he dropped some too.
Gain of 29. Then Stafford. This is a great defensive play. David Burton Jr., Marshall.
Awesome play. If you think about week 1, he was the guy who tipped the ball.
That
Darren Stewart caught. Yeah, against Baltimore. Yes.
That's a great play.
And
You like that, Brian?
Love it.
Was that a good interception?
Yeah, it was a bad throw by Stafford, too, but, you know.
I was just checking.
Now Peyton trying to put it away, looking deep downfield. Emmanuel Sanders, how's that for a snag,
That's
Mike?
that right there, saying, little man can do it too.
Exactly. That's what I was about to say to you,
Little
Herb.
man, I can do it. Look at that.
They pick it on you, Slay.
Little man got up there, boy. Say he get in the show.
3 plays later, 3rd and 6. That's Owen
88 at one
Daniel.
point.
And that right there, yeah, it was. And that boy right there went up. I just love that one. Now they're mixing it together real well in Denver. You know, they're letting Peyton do what he does.
The late games on Sunday afternoon, the Vikings and Broncos, Peyton Manning, 5-1 against Mike Zimmer coach teams. Would we see him out of the gun? Or pistol a little bit more? We would. How about the pitch to Ronnie Hillman, the longest touchdown run in the NFL this year, LT?
He got speed to burn now. You get this guy in the open field, he will outrun you.
And longest touchdown run by a Broncos running back since Mike Anderson in the 2000s. Remember him?
Say what?
Yeah, 15 years ago. Then Peyton, did he get picked?
Yes.
He did by Anthony Barr.
Make the tackle, Peyton.
He bought
That's a horrible read. We've been seeing this from Peyton a little too much this season.
Do we give him any points for the tackle, though?
No, Peyton didn't make the tackle.
He took a good angle.
All right. So that was almost another pick six thrown by Peyton. We saw that each of the first 2 weeks this year. How about Teddy B with his team down 10, finding Mike Wallace wide open, then the Vikes down 3 at the break.
Great play call.
Aqib Talib just lost Wallace on the way there. As you can see, there's your man, Prime. He's usually been so good, but here stuck in traffic.
That's when you take your eyes off the receiver, trying to do someone else's job.
On to the third, Manning, who threw for just 213 yards on this day. Here's 43 of them to Emmanuel Sanders. Also a penalty on Xavier Rhodes for the horse collar. Tacks on a few more.
They may have the best 1-2 tandem in the game.
Yeah. Then 4 plays later, 4th down. That's Owen Daniels for the touch. However, penalty is holding on the Vikings, so don't worry. It's a Broncos touchdown and a 20-10 lead. On to the 4th. Kind of a pedestrian day for Adrian Peterson, just 16 carries for 81, but LT, nobody touched him.
Now, this is kind of holds you like this is 4th and 1 that hold open, wide open, and he's off to the end zone.
Vikings down just a field goal. Next Broncos drive, it's Manning. Demarius Thomas, however, picked off by Harrison Smith.
Peyton has been doing this a little too much this season.
See what happened was.
4 plays later, Bridgewater to Stephon Diggs. That's a gain of 21. Teddy B, 27 of 41 for 269.
He's starting to really understand his offense.
Led to a Walsh field goal and a tie game at 20, but here come the Broncos. That ball is tipped away on 3rd and 6.
The ball is underthrown.
So the Broncos settle for a McManus field goal and the 3-point lead. But would Teddy B get it done? In a word, not so much. But they would try. Bridgewater to Wallace for a gain of 17. And then Bridgewater is going to be dropped by T.J. Ward. He loses the ball. The Broncos recover.
Sack strip fumble.
And Denver now 4-0 with the 23-20 win.
Great job by the Vikings. Great job, Zim. You hung in there.
All right, the Broncos, they always crush the Raiders by an average of 21 in those 7 wins. How about the 97 Heisman Trophy finalists won by Seawood? Manning's there, Leaf's there, and the sunglass Randy Moss. Seawood, he just turned 39 this week, but no picks against Peyton.
He's eluded me for 18 years, and it'd be great, it'd be even better, if we can come out with the victory, but man, it'd be great to get my hands on one of Peyton's balls.
Well, guess what? End of the first half, Broncos going in for the score. Who got him, Prime?
Seawood, one of the best to ever do it, baby. You can at least get one of the 2. You get the picks, you definitely ain't getting the win.
That's number 63 in his career. On to the second half. Manning looking deep downfield and he got him again.
That is a great play.
Wow.
That's a great.
That's big time.
He's one of the best to ever do it.
Wow.
Now tied with Ed Reed for the 6th most in NFL history. 64 career INTs for the future Hall of Famer. On to the 4th. Raiders down just 2. Derek Carr gets it picked off. And that's Chris Harris going for a pick 6.
He's out of here.
How good is this Denver defense? Number 1 in the league coming in.
Oh, it's good. They can lock you down on the corners, and they can pass rush, too, to help them out.
Key defensive scores in week 1, week
2. Broncos and Browns as we check in on the Chiefs AFC West rivals here. Peyton Manning looking to stay undefeated this season and undefeated against the Browns in his career. All right, so here we go. Second quarter, Browns down 3-0. Josh McCown's pass for Travis Benjamin.
he realized after 4 strides who was chasing him, so I better put this ball down and start running.
Aqib Talib, another pick 6, 4th defensive TD for the Broncos this season. That's good for the most in the league. And
Travis Benjamin's after
I'm gonna go. Talib, his 3rd INT of the season, and the Broncos up 10-0 here. And you're going to see Duke Johnson get hit by Shane Ray, and Ray kind of grimacing, holding his right knee here. Going to get rolled up on.
Oh, that's never good.
See it coming.
A promising young player for this front, too.
And he goes off on the cart. He was, in for the injured DeMarcus Ware, who was out of this game as well. So the Broncos down a couple of edge rushers here. 3rd and 6 for McCown, down 16-7. DJ, Gary Barnidge had 3 touchdowns in his first 7 years in the league. Is how many this year now?
I think that's 5. I think he has total on the
That
year.
might have been 4. He'd get 5 later in the game. Yeah, exactly.
Look at that.
Safe to say,
Speaking
Barnidge
of
having
making
a
plays
year
for a long time, Carlos Dansby makes plays.
He does. Pick 6. Manning's 3rd pick 6 of the year. Ronnie Hillman didn't help him much on that one, although it was a little behind Hillman. But that put the Browns in front, 20-16. 2-point conversion attempt here from Mike Pett and Josh McCown rolling right. And looking for Travis Benjamin, incomplete. So the Browns lead is now 4, up 20-16. 8 minutes to play in the game. Peyton going up top for Emmanuel Sanders. This is a way to bounce back, huh?
Oh, wow. The angles of safeties in the NFL right now. Every single highlight we show
It's an epidemic.
Whew, not good.
Broncos go up 23-20 on the 75-yard touchdown connection. Back come the Browns, though. Under 2 minutes to play. Josh McCown now throwing that one away on a 3rd and 7, so that brings up a 4th down. A Travis Coons 26-yard field goal would tie it at 23. Browns would get the ball back off a Peyton Manning pick, I believe, and, well, they're going to give it right back.
Second down. That's what I don't understand about that. That's 2nd down. Just throw it away. Give yourself another chance to get in field goal range.
Live to play another day, but David Bruton Jr. comes up with the pick, and the Broncos take over with 44 seconds left. Bit of a crazy sequence here. Peyton Manning going for Emmanuel Sanders. Looks like Sanders is able to reel this thing in. And watch the clock, guys. No timeouts left for the Broncos. Clock keeps running. Sanders is down in the end zone.
Yeah, down in the end zone.
But it never even really mattered because this eventually was incomplete. As you see the ball
It moved just a little bit. I think he believed he wasn't touched, though. That's why he went down in the end zone and thought maybe he had a game winner.
Ended up stepping out of bounds anyway. So this one would go to overtime. And here's Peyton. First possession of OT picked off. Barkevius Mingo.
And
out of
LSU. We got a lot of LSU dudes making plays.
Sure do. And Mingo gives that Browns defense another big play, getting the ball. Oh, can't believe it. Back in the hands of Josh McCown.
Looked like Eli right there.
Well, you're seeing it often this season. Peyton's 10 picks are the most in the league right now.
Big play right there.
But the Broncos defense comes back and saves the day. Malik Jackson brings McCown down. McCown picked off twice at 213 through the air.
Oh, no.
Oh, boy, that Jordan Norwood nearly gives it right back to the
We
Browns.
could have used Jordan yesterday, even though that wasn't a good play right there. Hey, we've mentioned a lot of Penn State players today. Okay.
And the Broncos, again, on the move here in overtime, 3rd and 5. Manning to Owen Daniels, big first down on the 3rd down conversion there. Manning, 3 interceptions of the day, almost 300 yards, and that set up a Brandon McManus 34-yard field goal. As I said, the Browns have now either won or lost on a field goal in 3 straight weeks. Broncos stay undefeated, guys. 26-23, they're now 6-0.
With Peyton Manning, I mean, I think that's 7 touchdowns, 10 picks on the year, and they're still undefeated. That tells you how good this defense has been.
4 catches,
INTs,
109
still won.
for Emmanuel Sanders and a touchdown.
I just have to be here.
Packers, Broncos, and
I see you, TD.
yeah, big day, and also Pat Bowlen. Pat Bowlen getting a little love. Peyton Manning coming out, chasing history.
Got to give Peyton some love, man.
What?
Got to give him some love.
I didn't hear you, Herb.
Did that finally come out?
I did not hear you.
Did you mean that?
Yeah, what do you mean? You got the man playing some ball. They were smart.
No. Got to give Peyton some love. You saying like he a bum. Never done it before. Got to give Peyton some love.
No, anybody said it.
Got to give Peyton some love.
Y'all start off shooting. This is going to be a good shot.
I'll tell you what, DeMarcus Ware had a lot of love right there.
Ain't nobody ever said anything like Peyton's a bum. Just because Peyton had thrown a few big six and everything all that this season. We talked about what?
You should be used to that as a Cowboy fan.
He's thrown a few big six every That's all right. That's all right. That means he showed something today. He showed something. That's what this game's about, fighting back. And Peyton had to fight back.
This game ain't got nothing to do with fighting back. They were ahead. What are you talking about?
No, I'm talking about Peyton fighting back.
Why you got to fight back?
This is what they do, Kevin.
I love this, though. Aaron Rodgers, rough night all night long, being pressured. The defense.
It's like double dutch. You know, when they swinging the rope, you just got to jump in there and get yours, dog.
He's just acting the fool out here, man.
You just got to jump in there and double dutch.
Meanwhile, Peyton Manning just keeps coming.
That was a sweet throw right there.
Oh, was it?
Outside. Yes, sir. To my man.
Throws you say he couldn't throw. No, he couldn't make those throws, Earl.
I did not say that.
That's what you said.
He can't make them all the time.
You said he could not make those throws
all the time.
Okay.
Did this game change your mind about Peyton Manning tonight?
Well, you know what they did, and they talked about it during the game broadcast, and they did a wonderful job.
No, he didn't ask them. He asked you.
Well, I'm talking about what they did.
No, he didn't ask them. We heard them. He's asking you.
Okay. He took a page out of the book of Tom Brady. They went on. They got this stuff together because they made a lot of cuts that are in cuts where, and against this Green Bay defense, they had a lot of great plays, one-on-one. They took advantage of it. It was smart of them, the way they came out with their game plan.
And also the way they ran the ball.
Yes.
And that was
the way they ran the ball.
And that says something about power football. Clay Matthews, meanwhile, out of the game. But 24-10 at this point in the third quarter. And the defense smothered Aaron Rodgers all night long.
Defense wins every time.
You don't usually see Aaron Rodgers get frustrated. But Aaron Rodgers got just flat out frustrated, man.
He did get frustrated.
Jordan Nelson tonight? Yes, he did.
He missed Jordan Nelson.
Looked like all his receivers looked like their feet was hurting tonight.
Big turnover here that ended up in a safety as Aaron Rodgers once again harassed by DeMarcus Ware all night long. Put your hands together. Up top.
Denver's defense, they sent a statement. This was a statement game. Because as we were talking, my bad, I'm going to say, I said this earlier. The Packers had #1 scoring defense.
Manning back in his old home, taking on Andrew Luck. Manning, of course, this could be a record-setting day in terms of wins, passing Brett Favre, and in terms of passing yardage, passing Brett Favre as well. Started the day just 284 yards shy of breaking the record.
In terms of interceptions, too.
And if you look at Manning and Luck through their first 60 starts, Manning, a better record. The TD to interception ratio, we know all about that with Andrew Luck this year. In fact, these two guys 1 and 2 in the league in terms of getting picked off. And now they're tied for first after Mike Adams comes up with it and then goes down with an ankle injury, and he was done for the day. Ensuing Colts drive, 3rd and 7. Luck to T.Y. Hilton. We didn't even know if he was going to play. He played big time on this day.
Big time. This is that great defense of Denver that really shut down the Green Bay Packers a week before.
3 plays later with a 10-0 lead. Luck to Jack Doyle. Get in there, Jack Doyle.
Sound like a TV show. Jack Doyle.
He'd be a great cop on some show. 17-zip. 17-0.
Wow.
Peyton trying to get it going here with under 6 to go in the first half. Looks deep downfield for Emmanuel Sanders. Great coverage there by Greg Toller. Manning 9 of 22 for 80 yards and a pick in the first half.
Yeah, with 5 punts. Boy.
Speaking of punts, this is the last play of the first half. Pat McAfee bolted it to Bolden. That's Omar Bolden returns it 83 yards for the score, and Denver's down just 10 at the break.
This was huge because the Colts were dominating this game easily in the first half until that punt returned.
On to the third quarter. Manning starts to get it going, steps up. That's Emmanuel Sanders. That's probably his prettiest pass of the day. Prime.
Nothing deep, nothing cheap, whatever happened.
64 yards for the score, and Denver is within 3 after a Colts 3 and out. Manning. Owen Daniels. A huge day for him. 6 grabs, a buck-o-two, and a score.
Great play call.
It would lead to a field goal in a 17-17 game. No DeMarcus Ware for the second half, out with a bad back. So Luck looking for Grip Whalen. We know him as the snapper on the worst call this year.
He just made up for it.
He sure did. He also took it. 5 attempts for 73 yards. And then on to the fourth.
Robert!
Ahmad Bradshaw on 3rd and 5, leaping into the end zone.
We live, Robert.
And the Colts reclaim the lead. But the Broncos not done. Manning, Demaryius Thomas, they run this play better than anybody, Mooch.
Yeah, they do. They can block. Those receivers are physical. They'll block for each other. They get a lot of miles out of it.
Now on 3rd and 1, Manning to Thomas again. And oh, we got a flag though on Greg Toller. So that'll set up Denver on the goal line. Where Manning finds, not Vernon Davis, just acquired this week, but Owen Daniels. And we're tied. Manning on the day, 21 of 36 for 281, 2 scores and 2 INTs. Ensuing Indy possession. Luck. Dante Moncrief. Oh, he can't quite get it. Bradley Roby, the second-year man with the coverage. Vinatieri did knock it through from 55, so Indy has the 3-point lead. But Manning coming back, looking for records, and looking to keep his team perfect. However, it is picked up by Darius Butler. What a great play.
Yeah, Manning gets hit as he's throwing, and Darius Butler makes a great play to undercut this throw.
Manning's leading 13th pick this year as he keeps his hand under the football. And then Frank Gore on 2nd and 9 trying to pile drive through and run some clock, but we've got a flag. Miller, Allen get into it. Watch Aqib Talib.
That's crazy. Back away.
Poke your eye.
That's crazy. Come on, Aqib, you know better than that. You've been in the game too long for that, man.
I know all about an eye for an eye, but come on. And then Vinatieri gives him a 6-point lead, but you can see a flag. It is holding on Denver on the field goal attempt. Indy would take a knee from there and also get its 4th win of the year. The games did continue with Peyton Manning trying to chase down Brett Favre in the passing category. Needed only 3 yards to set the all-time record. And he's looking for it on his first drive, and instead he gets picked off by the rookie Marcus Peters.
Marcus Peters is having a decent year, man.
Having a very solid year, and it led to a Charkandrick West touchdown and a Chiefs 7-zip lead. These are the Chiefs who've lost 7 in a row to Denver. Well, here's the record setter on 2nd and 12. Now, they stopped the game, and you can almost look at Peyton, and he's sheepishly kind of like, yeah, let's go. I got 3rd down and 8.
Yeah.
You know?
Y'all don't know how I'm feeling today. Let's not do this.
Yeah, we'll
Let's
get to another
moment.
record-setting moment that he didn't want momentarily. Manning again has it tipped and picked off, this time by Sean Smith.
So 21 reasons.
Good to have him back.
Get down, baby.
Led to a Cairo Santos field goal and a Kansas City 13-0 lead. Then in the second, Peyton gets deked by the dropping defensive lineman, Josh Mauga.
That's why he downplayed that moment.
Manning had a 0 passer rating in the first half.
Ain't nobody gonna say nothing.
Oh, no, we'll say it in a second. Here he was trying for Ronnie Hillman, but that was incomplete as he was pressured there. Broncos will be forced to punt. It's now 22-0. Manning trying to get something going with Emmanuel Sanders, but he was hit hard by Daniel Sorensen. Sanders injured on the play, evaluated for a concussion. take another look at this one. And Sanders, who was gimpy all week, you can add concussion protocol to his injury report. Next play, 3rd and 11, Manning. Looking for Cody Latimer, but it's Ron Parker. That is 4 INTs and a league-high 17 thrown by Peyton. And guess who's benched? Peyton Manning.
Are you kidding me?
For Brock Osweiler.
Peyton Manning got benched?
Manning 5 of 24 INTs. However, his replacement would get picked off as well by Eric Berry, who would return it 25 yards the other way. Chiefs win it by 16.
Who is Brock Osweiler? Well, we'd find out here on this day from Soldier Field at Chicago. Broncos, of course, taking on their old head coach and offensive coordinator, John Fox.
I'm sure John is sitting there like, really? You're starting somebody else? Really? This is what I'm in Chicago for? This is what this was all about?
But check out Brock. Right to Demaryius Thomas. Seen that a time or two. Run after catch, just stays in bounds.
Nice play. Nice balance.
Broncos
Didn't know where
off
he's
to a
at.
good start here.
Absolutely.
And it was Jay Cutler, though, also playing against the team that drafted him, number 11 overall, back in the 2006 draft for the first time in his career. Here's Cutler, down 10-6. 3rd quarter, picked off by Danny Trevathan.
The linebackers can fly there in Denver. You lock on, they will undercut it and get you every time.
Trevathan, Marshall, Shaq Barrett, Von Miller. I mean, yep, they got a studly crew out there. Trevathan giving the Broncos a short field. Now under 5 to play in the 3rd quarter. 4th and 1. And Ronnie Hillman trips up.
That's that turf monster.
Osweiler has 1 touchdown and 1 tackle. Unfortunately, he tackled his running back with his foot here.
Those size 16 boots got him. And the Broncos turn it over on down. So big stop for Chicago with an assist by Osweiler's foot. But Bears get a field goal, so they're still down a point. And Osweiler, nice little boot there. You said that, DJ, that's the kind of stuff
that's
that
Gary
he can do.
Kubiak's former tight end and his offense, and you see it look a lot like Matt Schaub right there.
Then Osweiler to... Who's that? Who's that DJ? Is that a Hoosier? There he is. Cody Latimer with the touchdown. The former 2nd-round pick a year ago into the end zone.
He's only about 13 touchdowns away from Rhett's projection for the year.
Hey.
That is hilarious.
Did you have him on your fantasy team?
I did not. That is it's the scout team hooking up. Osweiler to Latimer. They get it done for real. But back comes Cutler and the Bears. Big play here for that Chicago offense. Marcus Wilson from Cutler, and then Cutler here on 4th and goal. Looks like he thought about running it and then just kind of tossed that one up. Incomplete.
That's the Jay Cutler you didn't see last week and you didn't need to see this week if they were going to win.
All right, so now it's 17-9, under 3 minutes to play.
That's Von Miller.
Von Miller coming around the edge.
Yeah, you can't spend too much time hopping in the pocket when you got Von Miller screaming off the edge.
The way that thing gets eventually picked off there, off the lineman's back, and Malik Jackson with an interception, first career pick. Next drive, though, Osweiler gets sacked by Willie Young, 9-yard loss. So the Broncos don't get a whole lot off the clock. They punt it away, so the Bears have another shot here. Down 8. Touchdown and a 2-point conversion away from tying it. Here's Cutler. Again, under pressure. And he gets it off. Zach Miller, 20-yard gain.
That's his guy.
That is his guy last couple of weeks, right? First down now, 5 plays later after a defensive pass interference. Jeremy Langford into the end zone for the score.
And young star right there in Jeremy Langford.
Now we just need a 2-point conversion, right? Going to give it back to Langford, but the Broncos defense stands strong. No 2-point conversion, and that would do it. Osweiler, 250 through the air, 20 of 27 and the 2 touchdowns. How about Ronnie Hillman goes over 100 as well? And the Broncos halt that 2-game losing streak. They are now 8-2.
of a Sunday night special out in Denver between the 10-0 New England Patriots and the 8-2 Denver Broncos. Peyton Manning at plantar fasciitis. We're wearing jeans.
Plantar fasciitis.
Yeah. Sorry, we won't be playing each other. Instead of Manning Brady, part 17, we get Brady Osweiler, part 1, and it's in the snow. And Gronk, he was so excited, even tweeting out, getting the feeling that this game is going to be a snow day kind of game. Hashtag chills. However, his night did not end well.
It
would
started
start
well.
great, though,
It started great, and I love what they did coming out, because if you watch, when I watched film last week, that was the first time I watched Gronk look frustrated against the Bills. They came right out and made sure that he didn't go through that.
63 touchdowns. Only Gonzalez and Gates have more at the tight end position. All those guys in the Hall of Fame, not as many touchdowns as Gronk at the tight end position. Then it's Brady looking and finding Bolden downfield.
Phenomenal job by Josh Daniels on lining up and finding the mismatch with those linebackers. Man, just a wonderful game-playing job.
Brady, by the way, 6-0 all-time against the number 1 ranked pass defense, and the Broncos came in number 1. Now, this is the break that Denver needed. On the punt, can't be fielded cleanly.
You just can't keep going to the well and expecting to find somebody. You found Wes Welker. You found Julian Edelman. You're working with Amendola. Okay, Hart back up there. Let's try this again. Don't you do that again.
You're talking about Chris Harper there, and we're talking about rediscovering C.J. Anderson.
This is the time of the season where C.J. Anderson gets going. Last year, we didn't hear about him until November. What month is it?
Yeah, it is.
Okay, that's what I thought.
It's about that time.
That's all right.
Brady, in the meantime, looking deep downfield. Keyshawn Martin wide open. That's a gain of 51. However, it's coming back because of the hold on the rookie, Trey Jackson, who got a nice fistful of jersey of number 58, Von Miller. This is holding, right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
but if you ask Tom Brady,
Brady took a shot.
Oh, gosh, he took a bunch of shots on this night.
Shots today.
So Patriots had to punt. Ensuing Denver possession, Brock Osweiler incomplete, looking for Demaryius Thomas.
Man, let me tell you something. He had a tough day early on. I knew right where he was. I had one of those days on a Thanksgiving day, snowing just like this. Dropped so many passes, I didn't know what to do.
So Denver settled for a field goal. They're within 4, and then it's Brady to Gronk. Right? There's a penalty on the play. It's a push-up on
against
Gronk.
Miami. Yeah, it was against Miami. Man.
Guys, do we agree with that call? Offensive PI?
I think that's playing football. That's exactly what I try to teach my son Michael how to play. You never saw the arm extended. Right. It was just the elbow.
Throw that flipper out.
Shouldn't call that. It's all good. It's all in my turning radius.
Next Patriots possession. This is the play that could change their season. Gronk incomplete, takes a shot on the knee. He is done for the night. Carted off. We are pending x-rays at this point. Gronkowski, he's battled the elbow injuries, the leg injuries over the years. And now Tom Brady's saying no Edelman, no Amendola, and now no this, as in Gronkowski.
Praying for your brother. I love that dude right there, man.
So Denver gets the ball with 2.5 to go. Osweiler to Thomas, his first catch of the night.
Listen, you don't have to make plays all game, but you got to make plays when it counts.
That's what a playmaker is. It's right now. Game's on the line. It's playmaker time. Demaryius did just that.
Then it's Osweiler to Emmanuel Sanders for a gain of 39.
What he said late, I'm in this thing too, dog.
Oh, yeah, throw me the ball. They didn't show the beginning of the route, but a great release move at the line of scrimmage.
Huge play here. Alan Branch sacks Osweiler. It would have been 3rd and goal near the 20. Instead, everybody Wang Chung, everybody Patrick Chung tonight. He's called for holding. Is it?
Now listen, I'm a receiver, and I don't see that as a PI.
When you get that hand up around the shoulder, they're going to call that.
So it's 1st and goal, and Osweiler to Andre Caldwell for the go-ahead score. Broncos lead by 3. However, here comes Brady. Without so many weapons, still has a timeout left.
It was 1:09 left, and Mike said too much time for the Patriots.
Brady to Scott Chandler up near the 45. Then Brady with 10 seconds to go hits Brandon LaFell for a 14-yard gain. That puts the Patriots in field goal range. And here comes Steven Gostkowski, one of the best, if not the best.
Put your hand, dig it in your pocket, and pull it out. It's money. That's all you can do. It's straight money.
We are going to overtime, where the Patriots win the coin toss. They get the ball first. If they score a touchdown, it's over. Instead, their drive is over after 3 and out. Von Miller with the sack.
Came up big. We talked all along, is this defense good enough to get them there? It showed today, yes, we are.
So 3rd and 1, and it's C.J. Anderson.
The guy again made someone miss an open field, and it's off to the house. That's a great feeling, man. When you're running in the end zone by yourself to win a game.
All right, let's move on to the Denver Broncos, who are certainly not terrible, not under Brock Osweiler, looking to improve to 3-0 as a starter, handing it off to nobody in San Diego. Oh, this is just pregame warm-ups. I got it. Osweiler looking for Vernon Davis, and Davis takes a hit. After a gain of 16. He would actually later leave the game because of a concussion, not seen there after a hit. Osweiler hits Demaryius Thomas. That's a gain of 21. Gets him inside the 5. Next play, Osweiler didn't have a big stats day at all. Threw for $166. There's the touchdown to Thomas.
Yeah, but he knows what he's doing.
You know, Thomas had only 4 grabs with Osweiler in those 2 games as a starter. He had 6 on this day.
He dropped 6 last week.
Nice. 3rd quarter, Osweiler looking for Emmanuel Sanders. It's picked off by Jason Verrett. Now, that's something that Osweiler hasn't done.
That's a lot of hair.
Is get picked off. Just his 2nd interception as a starter. Of course, Manning, 17, still leads the NFL. Philly Rim, 2nd in the NFL in passing yards coming into the week.
I'm starting to feel sorry for Philly Rim.
He threw for just 202. That's Danny Trevathan. For Rivers, his 5th pick 6 of the year. That's the most in the NFL. That number 1 D for Denver. They're currently the 2 seed. What about the Broncos? No Peyton for the 4th straight game. How's that walking boot? How is that
leggings that he had on?
So Brock trying to become the first quarterback since Big Ben 10 years ago to win his first 4 starts. Had guys open in the red zones like Virgil Green. They had to settle for 4 McManus field goals instead. Raiders held to minus 12 total yards in the first half, but down just 12 zips. Yep. 3rd quarter, Derek Carr, Seth Roberts, who's really been coming on the last few weeks. Anybody have him on this fantasy team for the playoffs? Didn't think so.
Amari Cooper.
Oh, gosh.
Where is he at?
Then it's Osweiler, Demaryius Thomas. He's got a case of the cough season.
Charles Woodson is always there to pick up the fumbles.
Wait a second. Charles Woodson, a former Heisman Trophy winner?
Is that the theme today?
Well, yeah. All right, Mooch, we're halfway through the show, and you're finally figuring this out?
Yep.
There it is.
There it is.
He bested Peyton Manning that year.
You're out grabbing Ray Hoskins.
Oh, my God. Get out of here. Then Carr, sack by Barrett. That's a 12-yard loss.
A bad sack on 3rd and 1.
Yeah, so the Raiders are out of field goal range. They have to punt. Well, 2 Broncos drives later. Osweiler hit by Khalil Mack. Oh, no!
Khalil Mack.
Oh, no!
Hey, Mack was the true. What a game he had today.
Yeah, Denver recovered, so that's a safety. So Oakland's down 12-9. Mack with 5 sacks.
5 sacks.
That's 5. He leads the NFL with 14 going into the Sunday night game. Then Emmanuel Sanders coughs it up on a punt. John Condo, I have a nice condo down there in Denver. He recovers it, and Jack Del Rio's pumped up because his team's in the red zone. Then it's Carr, Michael Rivera.
They fake the bubble screen and they put it up in the seam. Well-designed play. Take the lead.
Now they went for 2 because Condo hurt his shoulder, and so they didn't trust anybody else to long snap it. They missed on the 2-point conversion, so all Denver needed was a field goal to tie. Well, ensuing Denver possession, Brandon McManus from 49.
Wow.
That really could have backfired on the Raiders, although I guess Jack Del Rio had no choice since his long snapper was injured. In the meantime, Vernon Davis, are you kidding me? On 4th and 5.
Start that mess, Vernon.
Oh, yeah. So the Raiders regain possession, but they would be forced to punt. Then it's Osweiler looking for Sanders. Did he get it? Nope, ruled incomplete. You take another look. And the big hit by T.J. Carey. Gary Kubiak's thinking to himself, all right, it's 4th and 12. What do I call here? That would be, please don't. They're rushing 2 guys. 3, kind of.
Well, he just thought nobody.
That was actually an impressive toss, but that'll do it. Osweiler loses for the first time as a starter. Del Rio gets a big win. First time in their last 9 tries against Denver. Denver win, and you're in. No Peyton yet again. Hanging out with Bill
covering
Polian.
the mouth when they talk. Come on, man.
Hey, Brock Osweiler had it going. Emmanuel Sanders, the former Steeler receiver, had a monstrous day. 8 grabs, 139 in the first half. Denver, which had gone 24 consecutive drives without a touchdown, scored on back-to-back. They were getting it going. Ensuing Steelers drive. Big Ben, Antonio Brown. It's a gain of 12. Malik Jackson finished the tackle. Then Cody Wallace comes in late. David Bruton after the whistle. It's ugly. Wallace is called for unnecessary roughness on that. And you can understand why. Don't clean up the pile. That is a no-no these days in the NFL. Bruton, you all right, bud? Next play, Roethlisberger. Picked off by Josh Bush on the tip drill. Bush, of course, only playing because Bruton's on the sidelines. On to the second quarter. Denver up 20-10. 2nd and goal. That's a nice pick, by the way. With 2 minutes to go in the first half, Osweiler, who was really great in the opening 30 minutes, gets it out to Thomas. Bubble screen, and they score. Osweiler bothered by a sore shoulder there right before the break, but didn't really miss any time. We go into the second half. Steelers down 27-13. Midway through the third, Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, that's PI on Chris Harris. Harris doesn't like it, is it?
That's one of the few that he didn't catch. Targeted 18 times, 16 receptions. Somebody got work today.
Yeah, there's Roethlisberger. There's one of those 16. 16 grabs, $189, 2 scores.
Wow.
Harris's first touchdown allowed since week 12 of 2013. Now watch this. Steelers punt. Steelers touch the ball. That's a free ball. Jawan Norwood, he knows all about it. He picks it up. He starts running. And nobody can bring him down. That's like a freebie. That's a touchdown.
Of course it's a freebie.
Except there's a flag. All the Broncos players on the sideline thought the play was dead. They started to come on the field, so that's illegal substitution. Touchdown comes off the board, and that was a huge play against Gary Kubiak's crew. On to the fourth. Steelers down 7. Roethlisberger. Brown. And this is what makes it the best. Get off me, Brown!
Grown man here.
That's against Bradley
Hey,
Roby.
all receivers, DBs, listen up. This is your guy. This is your hero. Put him over your fireplace and look up to him.
3 plays later, Big Ben to Marcus Wheaton, who's turning into a strong number 3. We are tied at 27. Wheaton with 6 grabs for 62 yards. Roethlisberger threw for 380. Then Osweiler under 4.5 to go. He is picked off by Ryan Shazier. The only interception on the day. I see him like Tomlin behind that camera.
I love it. I love it when the coach shows you emotion.
Then Roethlisberger, Brown.
Rampart, squad 51. 84 is on the loose.
The Steelers have come all the way back to take the lead. But Brock, not done. 4th and 5, looking for C.J. Anderson now. You're thinking it's over. Denver turns it over on down. 2 plays later, no. Ben. It is picked off by Brandon Marshall. Now, of course, every turnover is reviewed. And indeed, it was an interception. So Brock's like, I got to find my helmet. Let's go. I'm back in business. Osweiler, 2nd and 10. Nearly picked off by Will Allen to seal it. Denver's still alive. 2 plays later, 4th and 10. Osweiler looking for Sanders. Tip and incomplete. The Steelers outscore Denver 21-0 in the second half. They hang on and win it, so take a look at your playoff picture.
Monday Night Football from Denver. Boy, all kinds of postseason permutations riding on the outcome of this game. Temperatures at 17 degrees, real feel at 12. And the stage was set for Brock Osweiler and A.J. McCarron, making only his 2nd career start in as many weeks. And McCarron looked as comfortable as anyone could have expected early in this game.
Well, like this throw here to A.J. Green, against pretty good coverage of Aqib Talib, put it right on the spot. It was throw after throw, including this touchdown right here to A.J. Green against great coverage in the back of the end zone. Put it right up where A.J. could take that ball away.
Aqib Talib had perfect coverage, Baldy. It was kind of bizarre. You just never got a hand. You see A.J. McCarron check to it, give him the signal, put it up there, and this ball goes right by the elbow of Aqib Talib, and then A.J. does a great job of getting his feet in.
You could just sense the synergy between those two getting stronger by the play with all the time that they've put in over the past couple of weeks. Meantime, Osweiler and Denver's offense struggling mightily early in this game.
Offensive line, you knew was going to be an issue going up against a very talented front, but they got better as the game wore on.
This is the ensuing Cincinnati drive. McCarron on the pump fake, able to pick up 16 yards and a first down. He just looked very comfortable and complete command of what they were doing in the first half.
Well, he had a 15-play drive for 80 yards, a 13-play drive for 90 yards, and they're able to sustain the offense, take the crowd out of it, and play keep away from Denver for a large part of the first half.
And look at Hugh Jackson getting creative. Wildcat, Mohamed Sanu, direct snap, easily runs it in for the 6-yard score.
Shades of Colin Kaepernick in the San Francisco 49ers, little QB sweep there.
Bengals up at halftime, 14-3, and then the game started to turn. You saw Osweiler begin to get comfortable, completes to Emmanuel Sanders, 16 yards and a first down. 3 plays later, this is 3rd and 3. Osweiler underneath to Sanders, who does a nice job to get into the end zone.
He should be excited, man. He read that perfectly. That's right where the ball should go. I don't know how he got the ball by Wallace Gilberry there to Sanders, but put it in the hands of your playmakers like that, underneath, and let them finish.
Osweiler, 8 of 10 on the drive, 73 yards, and the touchdown. 4th quarter. McCarron underneath to Tyler Kroft. Incomplete. Kroft making a 2nd straight start for the absent Tyler Eifert. Bengals would punt.
What a cutback by C.J. Anderson. I don't think this was a designed cutback. I mean, I just think you saw something out the back door and he took it.
But that was tackling too, Ball.
Well, it was
on the other side of the ball for the Cincinnati Bengals. I thought in the second half they wore down a little bit, missed a lot of tackles, and I thought the hurry-up pace the Broncos went to, getting that no-huddle in the second half kind of showed its toll a little bit.
Boy, a restless crowd finally had something to explode about. Broncos with their first lead of the night. How would McCarron react?
That was a big throw on 3rd down there.
20 yards and a Bengals first down.
Yeah, Sanu on 1st down, stay alive right here.
And again,
another big throw.
Another big throw on 3rd down. This is what you guys were talking about. Kroft slips that Reggie Nelson tackle, picks up 15 and another first down.
And this is after, Denver had gotten all the momentum back. The crowd was into it, and, he's right in the teeth of this defense.
Went for it all right here. You got 3rd and short.
I like the call.
Be aggressive, go after it. A.J. Green kind of just stopped running. If he runs through that, you probably have a touchdown, take the lead.
Bengals would add a Mike Nugent field goal to tie the game at 17. This is the ensuing Denver possession. Anderson hit by Michael Johnson, fumbles and loses it. First time that had happened to him in 320 career attempts.
Michael Johnson rocked him. You never saw him. Got his hand right on the ball. C.J. Anderson needed a little help getting off the field after that hit.
We waited for a turnover in this game. It took a long time. That was the first one.
Playoff hit.
Scary looking sequence as Anderson has to be aided to the sideline. McCarron feeling the pressure, set. Vance Walker kind of sneaks up on him at the end. Cincinnati would punt. And here comes Brock, going to deliver a strike on a 1st and 10.
Wow.
Owen Daniels, 26 big yards to the Cincinnati 38.
Yeah, he ripped it. I mean, he stepped up and just trying to give McManus a chance here to go get this ball in at the end of regulation.
Under a minute left, Benny Fowler.
Spreading the ball around. I know that Benny Fowler was going to get that one.
His favorite receiver was the open receiver on that drive.
And then Brandon McManus. Boy, you talk about a shank. 45-yarder that just never had a chance.
Kicker misses like that, he just goes to the end of the bench. Nobody go near him. You know, he's got the plague over there after you shank like that.
Marcus Hunt, who's about 6'15", jumping up in the air right there. I thought he was going to get a finger. I didn't need to.
No.
Boy, that would breathe new life into Marvin Lewis and his bunch. To overtime, they would go. Opening possession. Osweiler to Virgil Green, picks up 9 yards. But Vontaze Burfict did not let go when the whistle blew. Unnecessary roughness, so they tack on 15 yards.
Look, I didn't think that was I think that was deserving of a 15-yard penalty, just trying to pull the ball out.
But boy, Osweiler got
Marius
hot.
Thomas.
The second half, I mean, he was just, they put it in his hands in the second half, and he delivered.
What a catch by Thomas. Adam Jones draped all over. 2nd and 9. Osweiler looking for Daniels, and he takes
Reggie Nelson.
shot.
It's a clean shot, too.
Oh,
He
yeah.
throws his shoulder right into him, separates him from the football. That's the way you do it.
They still need to allow those kind of hits in a big spot like that to be legal like they did.
McManus, boy, just dusts himself off after that miss. Hits from 37, and the stage was set for A.J. McCarron. Down 3, and it would come down to this play on a 2nd and 10. Can't feel the snap out of the shotgun, and the Denver Broncos win it, clinch a postseason berth.
We showed you the Patriots loss, so that opened the door for Denver to not only win the AFC West, but also be the 1 seed. Peyton Manning dressed for the first time since November 15th. Brock Osweiler, however, still getting the start. Opening possession, Osweiler to the 88 club. Demarius Thomas, he outruns everybody on the sweet cut. 72 yards. Of course, every scoring play is reviewed as to whether or not he stepped out of bounds. He did not.
Start a football game.
Although he came very close. Touchdown stand, 7-zip Denver. But that was about it for Denver in the first half because they couldn't hang on to it. Emmanuel Sanders coughs it up after grabbing one. Steve Williams recovers, not the Tigers' former caddy. Then Osweiler, and we got all sorts of problems there. Osweiler again, that one's tipped.
We're giving it to the other team here, guys.
Yeah, and finally, you can see Manning, he had his helmet on for most of the first half, obviously listening to things. And then in the third quarter, only up 1, C.J. Anderson, he fumbles, recovered by Adrian Phillips, as Manti Te'o jarred it loose. 5th turnover of the game for Denver. These guys are playing for not only the division championship, but the 1 seed.
You never win when you turn it over 5 times.
So look who's getting loose. Number 18. But in the meantime, Billy Riv, Antonio Gates, almost with like 1 mitt on this one.
Riv, Antonio Gates, man, that's just a wonderful marriage.
That is a
These two
man's
guys,
play right there.
they've made history.
13-7, San Diego's got the lead. So what does Denver do to shake things up? Here he comes.
Here he comes.
Yeah.
Fans are excited about this one.
First time since Week 10 against Kansas City where they got blown out at home. Little pitch and catch to Jordan Norwood. But 2 plays later, it really was the ground game that got it done for Denver here. C.J. Anderson initially ruled a touchdown. Of course, every scoring play is reviewed. Anderson would be ruled out at the 1 and would later punch it in, so Denver took a 1-point lead. On to the 4th. Same score, Broncos ball. Manning, Thomas. Ball had a little more zip on it, Mooch, didn't you think?
Good. It looked better than when we last saw him.
They would tack on 3 more and lead by 4. Next Chargers possession, Philly rib. Tyrell Williams. How's this for your first NFL catch, LT?
Hey, that referee can run.
80 yards, and the Chargers reclaim the lead. Next Broncos possession. Manning. Sanders. That's a gain of 18 and a first down. Okay, so that one you could have timed with a sundial. I get it. Then Manning to Sanders for 15 more.
Go.
Broncos would add another field goal to tie it at 20. Next Denver possession. Under 8 to go. Manning. Sanders, and he overthrows him. And you ain't kidding. He took a few shots. A shot deep, and then he also took one from Damian Square. Call that the square root.
Welcome back.
Broncos would have to punt. Next Chargers drive. Rivers looking for Williams, but he's picked off by Shiloh Keough.
Oh, man.
So Denver's in business inside the 25.
What's up, man?
And they do this so well on Sunday. Ronnie Hillman, 15 carries, 117 yards, and that touchdown. Denver leads 27-20 with under 5 minutes to go. Next Chargers drive. 4th and 6 from the Denver 40. Phillip Rivers. And he cannot keep the chains moving. Falls incomplete. Denver wins the West and the #1 seed.
Divisional weekend stops here in Denver for the Steelers and the Broncos, the winner to face New England next Sunday for the AFC Championship.
Different game plan here today so far for Denver's defense.
Little high snap, Barry able to field it. Bolden is the returner, lets it bounce once, and now brings it to the near side. Got a good block. He's got a brigade in front of him, and Bolden still going on his feet to the 30. And Talib is there to let him know that that's a choke for the Broncos side. And a quick 3 it is for Denver. Coming off the long return. Roethlisberger's first 2 completions have both gone for negative yardage. And here is with a little bit of pressure as an open man. It's Coates. And look at Sammy Coates. The rookie from Auburn gets shoved by Harris. And that just accelerates him for another 10 yards.
Of the Denver Broncos.
3rd and 9 for Pittsburgh. Residing at the Denver 40. Pump fake, and now the toss. Near the first down is Wheaton. They bring James into the backfield, 4th and 1. A little play action. Roethlisberger goes down the field, and it is knocked away. Broken up at the last moment by Talib. Looked like Wheaton might have a play on the football. Jordan Berry and a new returner back for Denver with Bolden on the sideline having just been nicked. And this is a sideways kick. And a wind really just threw everything off from the snap on. He's got it again. But they've had a drive start at the Pittsburgh 30.
See a lot of that today.
Here's a 2nd and 9, and Roethlisberger's got an open target. And it's Bryant who got hit from behind and almost juggled the football. Total defense, 2 for 380 in the game. And they're going to run it end around with Bryant, who had a big one last week for 44 yards. And another huge chunk of yardage for Martavis Bryant. He got a block from Marcus Wheaton. And the Steelers race down the sideline, replaced by Bradley Roby. That's Toussaint weaving through traffic and now spinning for a first down and more. Look at the balance by Toussaint.
The fullback.
A foot away, 1st and goal. It's Toussaint. And it's a touchdown.
Did you notice he didn't panic when the football was handed to him? He just kind of like, let me just see what's going on and see if the pass rush can get there.
3rd and 5 from the 20. Roethlisberger stands in the pocket, and look who's wide open. Darius Hayward-Bay cuts back to the middle, and he got away from Bush. Roby, though, is able to tackle him and prevent the touchdown. 3rd and 13.
Wow, it's getting hit.
Here comes the blitz. They pick it up. Roethlisberger, incomplete. Scoring for Miller. Barry on the hold. Plays the win. Goes off that right side. And it's good. This kid made 4 against Cincinnati last week. Looking up top. And that caught by Sanders.
If you punted it in the end zone, so.
4th and 3. He finds, Sanders unable to hold on a collision. Hit by Mitchell, and it's ruled incomplete.
It's kind of great to hear it. A lot of times we hear what? Oh, yeah, I don't watch football.
2nd and 9. Anderson galloping past the 20. The 30. And taken down at the 40 by Jarvis Jones. Here they come. Manning is walloped as he got rid of it. Will Allen on the safety blitz. Just beats the play clock, loses the football, and falls on it. There's Allen again. He topples.
The goalposts are actually moving.
There it is, and it starts to shift at the last moment. They rule it good. Boy, that was close.
I think he was happy with that zone defense, the way it went for his team.
Roethlisberger finding a man open at the last moment. It's Bryant who weaves past Roby. And look at him take off to the 26. Giant gains. 2 pass plays over 50 yards included. There's another open target. That's Bryant again for a first. Found it away just in time. Goes to the end zone, and it's knocked down by Talib, denying Martavis Bryant. When Gary was the coach of the Texans and kids were competing, Goodbye Rice University kick is good from 28.
Putting them in tough situations.
There they go to the air, and the catch made for the first down.
The kind of team that can get to the quarterback too quick.
Open in the middle. It's Norwood twisting with Shazier on him. Pittsburgh rushes 4. Down the sideline. Pass over the head of Norwood. Kick by McManus. Dead center. Ben out of the gun. Puckett held up for him, and he got it to Coates. And Coates.
Now that you got to be the first option, they're spreading the football around to all the guys today.
Here's a handoff to Toussaint. Ball is on the ground and recovered by Ware. Cody Wallace tried to fight for it. Looked like Ware had it. For 184 yards. Then a 3rd and 12. Here they come blitzing again from the secondary. Pass is caught by Fowler, who breaks off the tackle from Allen and is down at the 35. There's Sanders with a stiff arm that picked up the first down. They will advance the winner to the AFC title game next Sunday. Hillman took advantage of a tiny crease, and he's got him 1st and goal to go. Back to Anderson. Anderson fights for it, and he's across for the touchdown. Boy, there was contact. Looked like he was going to get stopped initially. Move him into a slot. Stack 3 to the right. Quick throw. Demarius Thomas has the 2.
Good outside rushers. Can they hold up?
Steps up. Finds his man. What a tackle. Pressure. Pass incomplete. get to him, and Roethlisberger tries to shuttle it to Gilbert. It's picked up by Miller. The play is ruled down. Brewer snaps it back, and the kick. That's the kill shot. 10-point margin now for the Broncos. Mike Tomlin was hopeful they could get past here. He felt Brown would be ready to play next week. There's Bryant. Tackled by Marshall at the 29, and they hurry up. Convert a Hail Mary. Part one is complete. It's good. Approaches it from the side. Here's the kick. Touched by a Pittsburgh player. And then recovered by Anderson back at the 39.
I thought the Pittsburgh player,
he was the closest one to the football.
Everybody was so close to the sideline, but moot point.
Broncos and Patriots are going to battle for the AFC Championship next Sunday here in Denver. You're going to be hearing all the talk again about Brady Manning and the Brady Manning Bowl number 17. We've been there for 8 of them. They had that matchup on this field 2 years ago. And, of course, earlier this season, Peyton was out with injury. Denver wins it 23-16. Coming up, the Subway post-game show for Phil, Tracy, Mike Harry, and Jay Feely. Jim Nance saying so long from Denver. You've been watching the NFL on CBS, home of Super Bowl 50. James Brown and the crew in New York coming up after this. It's a gorgeous day here in Denver, approaching 50. Sunny skies for New England, and Denver with the winner to advance to Super Bowl 50. Best in the league on opening drive touchdowns. They did it 7 times, plus they did it last week against Kansas City. New England now here on 3rd down is almost intercepted, and they will be forced to punt. Steelers.
Saw him a lot in practice, so anytime you practice a lot on Friday, he tells me you're part of the game plan.
Kirk's great throw here for the Broncos, and it is caught for a first down. Emmanuel Sanders. Again, Manning in the throw. He's got another first down. Out to the 40. This one is caught by Norwood.
You know, a lot of those times he played on teams that weren't that good. We're not going to go to the Super Bowl.
2nd and 3 rolling out, and he's got Caldwell with the catch at the 20 before he's twisted down by Justin Coleman.
Early, but the early answer is yes.
Demaryius Thomas has a linebacker on him in the slot to the right, 2nd and 10. See if Manning finds him. There's been someone else open, and it's a touchdown. It's Owen Daniels to the end zone.
Really good job by Owen Daniels. Everything when you get in the red zone, so much about scoring. When you get near the goal line, is about deception. And Owen Daniels just did it that time.
Jackson, the offensive coordinator at Cincinnati, now the head coach of the Browns. 3rd and 14. And Brady's going to look down the field, looking for options. From behind to get to him. It's Derek Wolfe again.
Of course, Wade Phillips, an aggressive defense. They win a lot of close games because they're tough.
2nd and 8. That pass. They ruled incomplete and wanted to make sure it wasn't a live ball.
Am I right, Jim? They win a lot of close games.
Look at this pass.
Very close. It's got to be forward, and that.
I'm surprised Hillman didn't at least try to go after it. You saw Jonathan Freeney pick it up. No challenge. Yep, challenge flag is out. Patriots have challenged it.
So remember, the ruling on the field is the forward pass incomplete. In order to reverse, you look from where it's released from the quarterback's hand to where it's first touched. And from these angles, we don't really have a clear shot at it. So in my estimation, they're going to leave this stay on the field.
And the Patriot bench is showing signs of celebration.
The pass was backward. Therefore, the recovery by New England gives New England the ball. The question is the point from which the ball is released to the point that the ball is first touched or touched the ground. That was backward. It'll be New England's ball. The clock stays the same.
And the pass is complete, and staying on his feet is Bolden. And then he's speared, and he's going to be flagged for that as Ward. It's Jackson And Jackson, second effort, gets him across for the touchdown. And David Andrews, the rookie from Georgia who started the year at center, comes in, plays as a fullback on that occasion.
Runner, and that situation was perfect for him.
The extra point is no good. Gostowski had not missed all year long. He was one of only 5 place kickers who were perfect, and he had a streak of 523 consecutive makes until this one.
New England now pressing the wide receivers, not playing soft cover.
It's 3rd and 4, and he's going deep down the field for Sanders, who makes the catch right over the top of Malcolm Butler. And Ward's out there to congratulate him. What an effort by Emmanuel Sanders in a gain of 34.
He's a versatile, outstanding outside linebacker, defensive end. They'll miss him.
3rd and 9 down the field. And that pass over the head of Thomas. Play action. Brady in trouble and able to get it away just in time. Von Miller was on him.
Somebody needs to chuck him to slow him down so the offensive line can take care of him.
It's a 2nd and 10 from the pocket. It's picked off, and it's Miller with the interception.
Trying to throw a soft touch pass.
In zone, caught by Daniels. His 2nd touchdown of the half. He had a step on Collins.
Yeah, he just outmaneuvered him. What did I say? Deception is what it's all about when you're talking about scoring down near the end zone. What a good stop and go by Owen Daniels.
Here's a 2nd and 10. He's got time to throw it here, and he's got Gronkowski, who's walloped after the catch.
That last running play.
Making it a 2nd and 10 for the Patriots. Holding on to it is White. Stepping up and now taking off. Look at Brady run. And he's going to have the first, I believe. This is like the pylon play against Kansas City. Roby down at the bottom of the screen on Gronkowski. Keep an eye on that matchup. Brady looking around, and he is taken down. Ware was there. The 2 guys on the outside, Ware and Miller combined. 46-yard field goal try. Gostowski, and the kick is good. Coming after him. Rolls out. He's in trouble. And he flings it over the bench. Out of that one. 1:46 to go in the half, and a timeout to work with. Good run here. Best run of the game by Anderson.
Patient. Will use that running game as much as possible.
From the gun. Hanning's pass. Pulled down somehow. That pass looked dangerous, but it was snared by Thomas for the first down. 3rd and 4. From here, it would be about a 52-yard field goal if they have to go that way. Manning's pass is knocked away, incomplete. That was Logan Ryan.
What a play. Oh.
52-yard try. McManus drills it good.
We need to put 2 halves together, something they haven't been able to do. His final words, 30 minutes for each other, James.
Here they try to blitz on Manning. He's spun around, and he's taken down at the 5-yard line. Jamie Collins with that quick burst across again, as well as Malcolm Brown.
One deep down the field.
Brady, one of his last 6. Across the middle and on target with Gronkowski. And he weaves past 3 Broncos and takes it all the way to about the 35. Again, he's got an open man. And holding on to it is Amendola. Hit a Kansas City player. He might want to tell the league, what about that one? First down, Brady with pressure. Gets it away to the end zone. And it's incomplete. Edelman is being guarded here by Harris Jr. 3rd and 10. Incomplete as they were going back to Amendola. Harris, it's going to be a 38-yard field goal attempt here for Gostowski. And the kick is good. 17-12 game here in Denver. Thomas is out for this 3rd and 10. Caldwell in for him. Manning stepping up. And he's going to run with it. Can you believe it? He's got a first down.
Championship weekend, man. You got to do what you got to do.
Now first down play action. And he's got a completion, a diving catch by Latimer.
Buddy Ryan, a new defense. Bill Walsh with his offense.
Got 3rd in the foot here. Toss. Anderson, stiff arm. What a tackle by Butler. Huge play by Malcolm Butler. As Anderson probably felt 6:42 to go, quarter number 3. And Brady fields the snap from the 8, and he's in trouble. And he's hit hard by Von Miller. Third and 13 for Brady and the Patriots. Pass to White, tackled right away by Von Miller, who's all over the field now. Is the Walter Payton Man of the Year award, and you saw it at halftime. Congratulations to Anquan Bolden, Benjamin Watson, Eli Manning. Finalist Collins, and nowhere to hide for Manning.
Big sacks.
Colquitt toward the sideline, and Webster is there. Throws it back into the field, and then it's down by Latimer at the 1. They'll spot it out at about the 3 or 4. Patriots right back to where they were on their last series. Across the middle and caught near the first down. Amendola.
Need more time. That's the biggest factor for this offense.
On the pocket, well protected. Gronkowski, the receiver. And it fouls out of bounds. Gronkowski back out here for 3rd and 10. Manning is sacked yet again. It's Von Miller. Extra lineman in for the Broncos. They failed in the 3rd quarter on a 3rd and 1. Anderson this time, though, gets past the line and takes off. McCourty cuts off the angle near the 20. Luis Vasquez, one of those who opened it up for a gain of 30. Runs in down and incomplete. Norwood was the target. McManus now with a 31-yard attempt to get the lead back up to 8. And that kick is good.
New England dodged a bullet that time. That helps out Marcus Cannon.
2nd and 6. He's got Bolden out of the backfield. He's got first down yardage. Including 3 sacks and a pick. There's Gronkowski at the bottom. Roby's on him. Pass rifled across the middle, and it's caught by Edelman at the 26. They go underneath. One hit on Amendola. Ducks for the other one. Still comes up about a yard shy. He escaped Bush. 4th and 1. Jackson is the running back. At the 6-minute mark, they fake to Jackson. The pass to Edelman, and the stick right away by Harris. And the Denver defense gets the ball back for the Broncos.
Chris Harris stays in position to make the tackle and stop the 4th down play.
Brady staying loose, and he may be getting the football back here momentarily. 3rd and 14. Underneath. Safe throw. And the Patriots were there waiting for it. Come through in the clutch. Has to get rid of it, though, again, as he's smothered, this time by Malik Jackson. How many other times have they knocked him down? 2nd and 10. Not time for this one. And he's able to zing it in there. Ball squirts out, but it's a catch.
A couple steps and a move.
From the pocket again. Across the middle. Gronkowski hurtling down all the way to the Broncos 27 as he flips it back to the officials. Gronkowski line up on the right side of the line. 3rd and 6. Quickly unloaded for the first down. And the ball comes out at the end. Amendola had the catch. Denver has the football. They rule it incomplete.
In other words, watch how quick the catch, hit, ball comes loose.
Look at Kayvon Webster, one of the backup corners.
Contact hit.
White shifts back alongside Brady. Pocket collapsing. Brady throws it off his back foot, and it's tipped away. They were going for Gronkowski. He had 3 Broncos around him, and Gronkowski claims it was contact.
They tried to change up.
3rd and 10, and Manning from the gun. Goes down the sidelines, got a man there, and is batted down. Beautifully covered by Butler. This Denver defense, best in the league this year. They now take the Broncos to the Super Bowl if they can hold the Patriots back. They're chasing after Brady, who was able to get rid of it. And it's ruled an incompletion on the field.
Story of the game. Protecting Tom Brady. And the guy's not getting open consistently enough.
3rd and 10, and again they're on Brady. He unloads it just in time. And Ware has been making plays in this quarter. He's been in the backfield a handful of times, and he was on this occasion.
On the outside, what do?
The Broncos have not allowed a 4th down conversion over a long span, the last 10 attempts by an opponent. This one could close it out. Brady, though, goes down the field to Gronkowski, and he has the football at the 10-yard line.
He was double covered. And what happens when you're double covered? Who's got him deep? In and out. Look at that. So, I got him inside. You got him outside. Big part of it. But that was the perfect play. Double coverage. They made a mistake.
1st and goal. Brady over the top, incomplete. Gronkowski has Talib on him at the top. 2nd and goal. Quickly over to Edelman. Edelman gets around Roby. And it's down to the 4. They got Roby down here in the bottom on Gronkowski. Brady looked his way. He's hit and throws incomplete. And now the AFC Championship's going to come down to this very next snap. Here we go. The 13th snap in the quarter inside the 30. With the game on the line, Brady in the pocket, end zone bound, and it is caught by Gronkowski to make it 20-18. He got away from the Denver defenders.
Double covered again. Tom Brady under pressure just threw it up.
So the Denver defense has to be in a little bit of shock after the 2 4th down conversions, the latest one going for the touchdown. But they must regroup here because one stop takes them to the Super Bowl. Here's Brady, rolling out, rolling and throwing. It's tipped in the air, and it's intercepted. It's intercepted by Roby. He lost the football back at the 20, but it doesn't matter. It was tipped by Talib, and the Denver defense saves it at the end. They have actually had 2 successful onside kicks this year after having 2 in their entire history before that. And it's recovered by KO.
Gronkowski was trying to kick it and get there first. KO. Jim, a couple of weeks ago, he was the backup quarterback.
Backup quarterback for the first time since he was a freshman in college. Came off the bench week 17. Got the Broncos restarted. Gave them a spark. Won the division 1-1 seed.
What a battle.
Welcome back to Levi Stadium in Super Bowl 50. Jim Nantz, Phil Simms, CBS. We were there for the first and honored to be here for the 50th. Graham Gano will be kicking to Andre Caldwell in a game that began back on January 15th, 1967, the old NFL AFL championship. Now the 50th Super Bowl commences. We will have a return. Stepping up for it is Caldwell, and he's out to about the 20, where the Panthers take him down after an 18-yard return. They'll move Daniels over to the right side, and here come the Panthers chasing after Manning, who gets it away in time, and Daniels, his tight end, has an 18-yard gain. Ayton dropping back even deeper, and now releases. He's got an open target and a first down on the Carolina side of the field. It's Caldwell with the catch
as the game goes along.
And he's from the local area across the bay in Vallejo. He's got it again. He's got the first down with ease, and he barrels down to about the Carolina 14 into the arms of Shaq Thompson. That's a 12-yard carry in the postseason. A hold by Colquitt, and the kick is good. They pick up 3 first downs on this opening drive. Mike Tolbert is in. He's on a wing to the right. And the Panthers have a 3rd and 10. Here comes pressure, and they've gotten to him. The ball is out in the end zone, and it's recovered by Malik Jackson for the touchdown. It was Vaughn Miller with the strip sack, and Jackson with the recovery.
Here it comes. Mike Rimmers just can't get there fast enough. And Cam Newton holding the football, looking to throw it down the field.
A meeting here of the first and second picks of the 2011 draft. Newton first, Miller second. 2nd and 11, second quarter begins, and Cam is taken off. He's got right there near the first down. He slides, gave himself up, so they're gonna. Here's a 1st and 15. Time for Newton this time. Rolling out. And he's got another good gain. Picked up by Vaughn Miller and driven to the ground. 3rd and 1, an unbalanced line for Carolina. And he's going to swing it back the other side, and he's got Greg Olsen. A drive that began back at the Carolina 27. Cam has Billy Brown, and he's twisted out of bounds on a face mask call. Talib's going to be flagged for the 2nd time in this half. Both Stewart and Tolbert in the backfield. 1st and goal. It's Stewart. And in for the Carolina touchdown.
That'll give confidence, that drive, to this Carolina offense.
3rd and 12. Good pass knocked down. That's Darian Stewart to try to get to Cam. Portman had bodies around him. He hits the deck, no flag. And Norwood, he is not tackled yet. Gets past Dixon. Gets to the 50. He's running down the sideline. And is tackled from behind. Addison brings him down.
I think the Panthers thought it was a fair catch, and they're trying to hold up.
You saw Jones with a little contact with Norwood. You're right. They had to have thought it was a fair catch signal, which we never saw. And down the sideline he goes. Gonna run it. Anderson. He fights for it on 2nd effort, and there's a flag in the pile. He's able to squeeze through a tiny opening, but it doesn't matter.
Offense, number 65, 10-yard penalty.
Replay, fourth down.
Luis Vasquez flagged for that, and that makes now 33-yard try coming up. Field goal attempted by McManus, good again. Cam's right side. Cam carries it out. The fake and the keep, and the ball is on the ground, and it's picked up by Vaughn Miller, but they rule him down.
And get a personal foul on himself.
From the 49, it's Tolbert. And he fumbles, and Trevathan is there with the recovery. Tolbert had lost one, but recovered it in the first quarter, but this time, another mistake made by Carolina. The hit by Darian Stewart forced it. From the gun, Manning. Almost, yes he is. He's picked off. What a catch by Ely, who's still on his feet. And look at Ely all the way out to the 39. He bobbled it, clutched it again. On third down, it's 3rd and 10. He does it, and it's incomplete. It was a battle for the football. Bradley Roby was in there to break it up from Brown. And a 3rd and 2. Thomas unable to get off the defender in time. It was Norman. 2nd and 10, and that will close out the half as DeMarcus Ware pile drives Cam Newton to the ground.
The speed of Denver's defense overwhelming Cam Newton.
Here's 2nd and 10, and down the middle, he's got Ginn, who's got speed, and he is out of bounds at the 35 of the Broncos. Ted Ginn
in this situation.
2nd and 9. Snap complete, and again it's Ted Ginn. 3rd and 11 from the 26. Here comes the blitz. They pick it up, and flag again is down. 44 yards. Now Gano, his kick. Oh, it hits the upright and bounces away, no good. Manning. He has Sanders to the 41 of Carolina.
Look at Emmanuel Sanders.
2nd and 8. Again, it's Sanders. Zigging and zagging, and inside the 20 to the 17. The first player on the field in warm-ups today. Out there alone was Emmanuel Sanders. He's gotten him down here on this drive. And throws it his way, and it's batted in the air, incomplete. This is a 30-yarder for McManus, and he remains perfect in the postseason. 10 for 10 in the playoffs. Looking for the deep ball. Way down on the field, and it is pulled down. They had 2 Denver defenders back there, and Brown leaps into the air. Down the middle, and it is intercepted by T.J. Ward. Went through the hands again, and he fumbles it. Picked up by Trevathan, who had a recovery in the first half. Trevathan has the football. Would be the first to ever get there. That close to the perfect send-off. Here's a 2nd and 10 completion, and it's Sanders out to about the 49. He comes in week 17, provided a spark. 3rd and 14. Ball's out of his hand, and it's recovered by Carolina, it looked like, at midfield. Again, it was Ely, who's had an active game, who knocked it out of Manning's hand. And that decision. And by the way, Ely just got his 3rd sack of the game as Newton finds an open man down to the 34, and it's Funchess. From the Denver 34. It's Stewart off the left side, and they've got a first down to the 22. For a 3rd and 10. Got the time. It's incomplete. And Ginn's looking around and saying, wait a minute, where was the flag? Gano. And the kick is good. Missed on their last 10 third down attempts. And it's knocked away by Norman. Pass was thrown in the direction of Demaryius Thomas. He's out for the rest of the game with a concussion. 3rd and 15. Harris will keep him about 3 yards short of the first down. On 3rd and 9. Oh, he's going to run it. He'll go back to Anderson. What'd you think of that call? Picks up 1.
Yep, not surprised at all.
It's a 3rd and 9. Rushing 4, ball comes out of the hands of Newton. It's on the ground, and it's still on the ground. Picked up by T.J. Ward at the 4-yard line. Vaughn Miller did it again. He knocked it out of the hands of Newton.
Here he comes, number 58. Vaughn Miller against Mike Rimmers one more time. Cam Newton didn't feel it, didn't step up. The football just taken out of his hand. Cam Newton decides not to dive in there. And
he backed away from it. He jumped away instead of jumping into the pile.
Yep, I guess he made a decision it wasn't worth to go in there and get it. Should have dove in, had a chance to recover it.
1st and goal from the 4. Anderson trying to break outside, but that swarming defense is on him. Loss of 2. He's going to go up top. And he's going to throw it through the back of the end zone, but it generates a flag on the Carolina defense.
Prior to the pass, holding defense, number 24. That means half the distance to the goal line, automatic first down.
Double move by Demaryius Thomas.
DPI, defensive pass interference. 1st and goal. And Anderson right back in, and he's in the end zone for the touchdown. They try from a couple out from the gun. And Manning hits the pass to Fowler to make it 24-10.
No question about that. All the opportunities Denver's defense has created.
And it's Jackson and then Ware wrapping him up at the 5. Third and 24. In the end zone. It's away for a moment from Miller and now lobs it out of bounds. Just nothing there at all.
I think it's easy to say this is probably the biggest pounding and punishment he has taken in his career.
And he's absolutely livid that that was not roughing the passer.
I don't think it was. Ron Rivera says this gives me a better chance than thinking we're going to get it on 4th and 24.
Well, there's no one back there for Denver. And it's finally touchdown at about the 35-yard line. Soon to join his brother with 2 Super Bowl titles.
John Elway 2 years ago, after they lose the Super Bowl, starts making the transition into this team we see right now.
Give them the spark. Had they lost that game, they would have entered the playoffs as a 5 seed instead of a 1. And it's lateral by Andre over to Whitaker.
What's going on in the game? He goes, "Are you ready?" Payton said yes.
Got to give Kubiak credit how decisive he was on that day. As the pass is thrown out of bounds, and Kubiak, what a return to his football home. And he gets doused here.
A great example of it.
Newton over the top to Whitaker and tackled down there.
by Trevathan. And Kubiak giving credit to Reeves and Shanahan, Seifert, and John Harbaugh. Said, I learned a great deal passing through Baltimore last year. It is for Peyton. And the Denver Broncos have taken Super Bowl 50.